Hey guys, so you've probably seen other people talk about this already. I'm a little bit late to this, but this is Team Dokkan's site where he sort of talks about upcoming news to gacha games, specifically Dokkan in this case. And he's posted a new article here about the Tanabata celebration. As we can see, this is posted in French. I am using Google Chrome, the translation app, just because I don't speak French. I don't understand French, so if there's, I guess, errors in like the Google Translate that's going on here, then I apologize, but I think the general idea of what we can get from this is probably going to be pretty accurate. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go through what he has here. Talks about the global version is about to go through the 5th year anniversary, and then JP is about to get the Tanabata celebration. While official information about the period should be coming soon, we can already imagine what it will include. Okay, so what can we expect? As usual, the celebration will probably last from July 1st to 31st, so the whole month of July, with the key to obtaining 77 Dragon Stones. So I think what that means is like that you can get up to 77 Dragon Stones throughout the entire celebration or something. I don't know. Maybe you log in the first time and you get 77. That would be a lot. I'm not really 100% sure what he means by that. In addition to the return of certain story events, Dokkan Battle should continue to offer content around the arc of the Tournament of Power. Okay, so it's going to be centered around the Tournament of Power. We've seen a lot of Tournament of Power stuff recently in Dokkan. I mean, we saw Kefla, we saw the Global First Blue Kaioken Goku, then we saw UI Goku, and it's just like a bunch of Count Khalifa, EZA's, Awakening, stuff like that. So they're starting to round out the Tournament of Power roster fairly well. This will undoubtedly be the possibility of seeing Awakenings appear for the secondary characters and even new maps. So by new maps, I think that he means like they're gonna add new stages to the existing story events. I don't know if that means new story events, but I would imagine for a celebration as big as the Tanabata celebration, we should probably end up seeing at least one new story event during the entire celebration, because it goes through the whole month, right? So I don't know, like new characters. Like I guess there's one that comes to mind is like there's a free-to-play 17 and 18 that were released in one of the story events. Maybe they can get Awakenings. Maybe they can get EZA, stuff like that, so that would be cool to see. Otherwise, we can count on the return of the Purunga campaign with the possibility of exchanging tickets for a panel of 77 characters. Yep, this was confirmed in V-Jump, so yeah, we knew about that. A surprise to come. Now here we go. The period is for players the opportunity to benefit from excellent portals. By portals, he means banners. So I think portals is like basically the translation of French to English for summoning banners. We already know that the 5th anniversary LRs, Gogeta and Vegeta, will be present on these portals, yep. However, this is like the Tanabata specific banner, right? So this one, I believe, comes out a little bit later than the new Dokkan Fest comes out, because if I'm not wrong, this comes out on the 7th of July. That like huge banner that has like 30 plus featured units on it. So that banner will have the first return ever of LR Gogeta and Vegeta, the transforming ones in the Super Saiyan Blue that released during the 5th year anniversary that Global's about to get. The good thing about that banner is that those cards then go into the red coin shop, and you can purchase copies of those with red coins. So I definitely recommend you guys do that if you have enough red coins. However, the sharpest will have noticed a singularity. I'm not sure what that means. Last year, the global exclusivity, Sun Gohan, Super Saiyan, so Gohan and Goten, took advantage of the Tanabata to appear in the new banner, because Gohan and Goten came out on JP for Tanabata, and for Global they came out for Gohan and Goten and Goku Day. However, this year the exclusivity arrived earlier on the Japanese version, so this is going to be a JP verse unit, as most units usually are, and the immediate return of this banner seems unlikely. Okay. Today there are signs that a new LR from the Tournament of Power arc will appear for Tanabata, and what could be better than a Goku Super Saiyan God SS Kaioken and Vegeta Super Saiyan God SS Evolution card to respond to Kefla and Goku UI. So it looks like they're going with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and a Evolution Blue Vegeta dual card. Now, this might sound a little bit crazy, but I'm not actually super hyped for this. I don't know. I just feel like they just constantly are pumping out Goku and Vegeta cards just like every major celebration, and this is what I've kind of felt about the 5th year anniversary, to be honest, when we found out that it was going to be Gogeta and Vegeta instead of Gogeta and someone else, because we knew Gogeta was coming from the figure leak a while before the anniversary, and I was like, okay, well, the odds are it's probably going to end up being Vegeta, the other character, But I kind of do hope it's just like Broly or something, because that would be cool. I mean, a villain needs, like, villains in this game are like criminally underrated or underutilized, I would say. So them basically taking Goku and Vegeta for like every major celebration, it's starting to get old in my opinion. Now I understand that it's hype. Like, this is a hype unit. People are going to summon like crazy on this banner. And that's why they did it, right? They did it because people are going to be excited for it, and it's a major celebration. But for me personally, I mean, it's just, I would have preferred to see, I don't know, something that's more underutilized in Dokkan, like something probably on the villain side. Like, I don't know, villains, again, super underutilized in Dokkan. A new celebration at the end of July. The official game account has just revealed the awakening of the first LR Absolute Legend song. Yeah, so if you guys weren't aware, JP Dokkan just announced that the LR Goku, the first LR ever released, the Tech Goku, he's getting an EZA. So I think that's supposed to line up with the 2000 day celebration, and that's going to release in late July. So yeah, he even says July 22nd, Dokkan Battle will be able to congratulate itself on the 2000 days of, I guess, operations. This may be an opportunity to discover a new celebration. Okay, so yeah, 2000 day celebration is coming. You know, it might overlap a little bit because he does say that this celebration is going to last until the 31st of July, and then this one's going to start on the 22nd of July, so it's going to overlap a little bit. And then this is interesting too. The rest of the ZTUR, by the way, is EZA units. Finally, remember that the two versions have now completed their first waves of ZTUR for God tiers. So that's like, you know, the 70% God leaders, what we used to call them. The upcoming arrival of ZTUR for the Neo God tiers therefore seems imminent, which means, like, you know, the 120 leaders. So who do you think will be the first to receive a ZTUR? Well, I don't know who's going to be the first, but I hope it's Broly. Super Saiyan 3 Broly needs it the most, for sure. But, okay, let's actually go ahead and I'm going to pull up DBZ Space, and then we can take a look at what these guys could end up, like, doing, just based off of, like, all the Dokkan Fest we've gotten over the past year or two. The chances that these guys end up leading a new category are probably pretty high, but I would hope that they don't. I don't even know, like, the biggest thing for me is, let's actually pull it up, categories. The biggest thing for me is, I think we could finally see this. A true leader for Joint Forces. We have sort of a leader for Joint Force. Oh, by the way, this is like going to be a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR, so they're going to have a true leader skill. We have Count Khalifa, who's a 130 4-key leader for this team, which is actually pretty good because the extra key is going to help a lot. If you take a look at the roster here, there's so many LRs in here. And they haven't really been, like, going super hard with new units in this category. It's been a long time. Like, the last really top tier unit we saw added to this category, it was going to Goten over, like, that, and then literally that was a year ago. So I guess they sort of stopped trying to, like, go super hard with this. I mean, Goku and Frieza, we have this guy, we have Trunks and Maya, we have both the fusions. So at this point, this category really is, and obviously Count Khalifa, this category isn't really like, oh my god, it's going to be broken if they get a true leader. I don't think it's at that level anymore. When it first came out, I think it was first introduced with, was it first introduced to LR Yamcha? It might have been. When this category was first introduced, like, people were like, oh my god, this is going to be the best category in the game, like, it's so OP. Now, if you look at the roster, it's really not as good as it was back then. But, I mean, it's obviously going to continue to get better as we get new dual units, because dual units are always going to be a thing. Like, there's so many dual units we get. Goku and Piccolo from the fight versus Raditz. We can get Goku and Hit in the Tournament of Power. Goku and Vegeta versus Kid Buu. Maybe like an exchange unit into Super Saiyan 3 Goku or something. There's so many different things we can get with the Joint Forces category. So I think now might be a good time to, you know, make it a legitimate category that has a real leader. And I think this is probably one of the best times to do that. This is like, I don't know, Goku and Vegeta fighting together. I mean, the only other one that I could see maybe leading this category is like the Goku and Vegeta fighting, the blue Goku and blue Vegeta fighting together versus Broly, and the Broly maybe with that iconic combined, I think it was a Gallic Gun and Kamehameha. That one could also be a potential Joint Forces leader, but who knows when we're going to get that. So I think at this point, it's probably not the worst thing ever if they do this. So that would be one category, and assuming they lead 2 categories, I don't really know what else they would do. I mean, Universe 7, I mean, how many leaders do we have for Universe 7 already? Let's just go take a look. We have 2, I think. We have Goku and Frieza and the Blue Kaioken Goku and Manaka, but that doesn't really matter. I mean, this category is going to get a huge buff from this, right? So we finally have this guy in the game, the LR UI Sign Goku. We have this Kaioken Blue Goku in the game. We have like Blue Vegeta, who's still really good. So this category is going to get a huge buff from these guys being in the game, because of the fact that, so like obviously other categories are, well, like full power probably is going to get these guys are probably going to be on full power, going to be on pure Saiyans, stuff like that. But when you look at this category, it's so small that every single time they get any sort of inclusion or new character added to this, it's going to make a much bigger difference than if something like the Pure Saiyans category got, like the Pure Saiyans category getting this card, it's just one more card to add to this list, right? It's not really that big of a deal. So I don't know. Like what other categories are on here? No, he's not going to be on any of these ones. It's not going to be on Exploding Rage. Target. No, he's not going to be on any of these. I mean, I don't know. So for me, I really want them to look into Joint Forces. That's like the most, the most underutilized category possibly, in terms of like them actually getting like cards specifically designed to work on that team. Like, what if these guys were like a support unit or something for Joint Forces? Even though that wouldn't really that wouldn't really fit the characters, right? Like the support unit for these guys, it wouldn't really work well. And just taking a look at these guys' links, I just want to see. So they would have Super Saiyan. They wouldn't have this. They would turn on to power, prepare for battle probably, and fierce battle. So they would actually link up pretty well with LRK and Caulifla. They wouldn't have these 2, but I assume they would have prepare for battle, and they obviously would have turn on to power. They would have Super Saiyan and fierce battle, so, and legendary power. So they actually would link up really well with Kale and Caulifla, to be honest. So on this team, if you could run a rotation of Kale and Caulifla and these guys, and that would actually be really good. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I would have preferred something like, I don't know, maybe like an LR Kid Buu or something. Like, because we don't have any LR Kid Buus in the game, and we have like 4 trillion different LR Goku and Vegeta. Even if they wanted to just do a standalone Evolution Blue Vegeta, I think I would have liked that better, because we don't even have that yet. And right now we have this guy who's like the only form of Evolution Blue Vegeta we have in the game, and he's a transforming unit. And now we're getting this guy, and still, it's not a pure Evolution Blue Vegeta unit. It's still a combination or transforming unit. We need a standalone Evolution Blue Vegeta. Like, we just do. So I don't know. I think I would have liked that a little bit better. Goku is on like every card. Obviously, Goku, literally just the Goku show, right? That's what Dragon Ball is. But I mean, I would have just liked it for them to be a little bit more different, I guess, or unique, even though Vegeta still has a lot of representation in the game. Those are my thoughts here. Not really too much to go off of. By the way, this is the same guy who did leak the LRUI Goku coming to Global first, so if you guys had any doubts about his credibility, he's always been pretty much 100% accurate. So I mean, there's always a chance that maybe they go ahead and change stuff in the last minute, but I would probably say with like 95% certainty that this is probably what we're going to see coming to JP during the Tanabata celebration. So let me know what you guys think. I'm not super enthralled by this, but obviously I'm going to summon like crazy when it comes to Global. The card's going to be really cool. The auras I love. I mean, these two guys together in the show were like really cool to see. So I'm not like super depressed about it. Don't think that. I just would have preferred something with a little bit less representation in the game to be released for this. But you know, Tanabata is a big celebration. They got to go with the big units. So yep. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.